You're watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
Your 11 minutes of nonstop news starts with a check of your weather.
Chesley, how are we kicking off the week here?
Well, starting off on the west side, we had the rain through the overnight. That rain was a little bit more widespread through the overnight, but now it's starting to break down where we have just a few scattered showers around. We're going to hold on to the threat for the showers at least through about mid-morning into early afternoon. Temperatures in the 60s just about everywhere you look. Got a couple 50s sprinkled in here. So we're starting off mild, but we're going to stay in the 60s pretty much all day. 63 degrees by noon, on our way to 68 for an afternoon high. It will be a bit breezy out there as well, as those northwest winds will be anywhere between 10 and 15 miles per hour. So grab the light jacket. You may need it this morning.
This morning, a family is grappling with the death of their little girl killed in a fire on Easter Sunday.
And that case took an unexpected turn when detectives announced that the suspect that they had in mind was her teenage brother. They say he lit that fire on purpose. Brittany Kleinpeter is live in Gwinnett County with more on how this Easter house fire has now turned into a homicide investigation. Brittany?
That's right. Good morning. They tell us that the 15-year-old brother was taken into custody last night and that charges are pending. They say they believe that he intentionally set fire to the home yesterday. We're told 5 children and 2 adults lived at the house. Gwinnett County Fire responded to the home just before 5 a.m. on Beaver Road to find 1 adult and 4 children trapped inside. All of this happening as neighbors watched on.
How could one kid take another kid's life, or especially with their own brother or sister? I'm praying for them. If they need anything, I'm across the street, so I can help them any way I'll try to.
2 cats were also killed in the fire. 2 dogs did survive. Right now, authorities say they are still trying to figure out the exact cause of that fire. Back to you guys.
All right, Brittany, thank you. There are new details in the shooting death of a man along Atlanta's Beltline. Atlanta police releasing this new picture of the victim. They say Ruben Pokey Bridges was found shot and killed inside his car Friday on Donnelly Avenue. Investigators say they believe the shots were fired from inside the vehicle, but they have not released any other details about the case. There's a $2,000 reward for information leading to an arrest.
The GBI is investigating after they say Atlanta police officers had to fire their guns at a man who was stabbing a gas station clerk. The agency say officers had to bust through the doors and a bulletproof window of the BP on Cascade Road on Saturday morning to save the victim and stop the suspect. The store clerk was taken to Grady Hospital and is in critical condition. 2 officers did get hurt but will be okay.
New this morning, an important update before you may plan your next trip. The CDC is making some changes to its COVID travel alert system. Right now, it ranks warnings about countries on a scale from 1 to 4, from the lowest to the highest risk. But starting today, the CDC says it's going to scale back the use of level 4, only using it for special circumstances like extremely high case counts or places where there is a new variant.
Another part of Metro Atlanta is getting in the rideshare industry, and the service launches in less than 24 hours. It's called The Buck, and it's an on-demand shuttle service that can take people around Buckhead during the work week. A limited form of this program has already been available since 2003, but you could only be dropped off or picked up at MARTA stations. Now with the app, riders can go anywhere within the Buckhead service area for a small fee. Gwinnett County also announcing a new rideshare program recently that works a lot like Uber or Lyft. It's going to operate in Snellville and nearby areas. If it's successful, the program could even expand. Right now, the spring break travel rush at the world's busiest airport is coming to an end on the day the mask mandate was set to expire. We welcome Molly Oak to 11 Alive Morning News. She is joining us from Hartsfield-Jackson International this morning. Molly, you have been in great company. It is packed already.
A lot of people moving through Atlanta this morning. Just check out this line. Still, lots of people packed trying to get out of here. And you know what? With that spring break travel surge, the airport expected nearly 5 million people to travel either to or from Atlanta since the beginning of the month. You can see masks still on. That's because the CDC extended its orders. The travelers here say better safe than sorry.
I think it's perfectly fine. The numbers are going up again. And we're in a crowded place. We should put them on, take them off later. Better safe than sorry.
And the CDC extended that mask mandate until May 3rd. It says that'll give it a little more time to study the BA2 Omicron subvariant. Guys.
All right, Molly, thanks for that inside look this morning. Your time right now is 6:54.
Here's a look at what you need to know before you head out the door this morning. Runners are going to hit the streets for the Boston Marathon for the second time in 6 months. This race coming shortly after the 125th race that had been postponed until October because of COVID. There'll be a lot of security out there today. It's been a staple at the race since the bombing 9 years ago.
Atlanta City Council could deliver some good news to short-term rental owners. They will consider temporarily suspending actions or penalties until June 1st. They've been a problem in some parts of the city after complaints about parties and loud noise. Last March, council members made it mandatory for those owners to have a permit to list their property to rent.
The DeKalb County School Board is meeting to reconsider renovations at Druid Hill High School after students released this video of pretty disgusting water damage, mold, and other unsafe conditions inside the building. That video has been viewed more than 37,000 times and counting.
You must file your taxes by midnight, and if you need some last-minute help, there is a way to get it for free. The United Way of Greater Atlanta is hosting free tax prep at Greenbrier Mall from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. today. IRS trained and certified volunteers can offer you some help to get those taxes done on time.
Braves are taking on a familiar face tonight, Freddie Freeman and the LA Dodgers. So this is the first matchup since Freeman signed with the Dodgers and left Atlanta. Freeman spent 12 years with the Braves and helped lead the team to a World Series win last season. First pitch, 10-10 tonight. I don't know about that man in blue there, Chesley.
Hey, we got to accept it, right? All right, some of the heaviest rain down to the south of us, a couple lightning strikes, some severe thunderstorms as well down there toward the panhandle of Florida. We have the clouds in place and some light showers around. That's the way it's going to be, or at least a threat for it, at least through mid-morning. By early afternoon, that should be wrapping up, and then we'll gradually break those clouds down and get some sunshine back in here. What are your plans for this afternoon? If you're doing something out and about around noon, notice it will be cloudy. Winds out of the west, about 10 miles per hour, so 63 degrees will be our temperature then. By 3 o'clock this afternoon, we'll be approaching our daytime high of 68. It will be cool and breezy. Keep in mind, our temperatures should be in the mid-70s this time of year. So yeah, that's going to be cool for us. 6 o'clock as you're driving home, a little bit more in the way of sunshine. Still a bit breezy. Hold on to the steering wheel there. Winds out of the northwest, about 15 miles per hour. Gusts will be a little bit higher than that at times. We're going to be dry for the rest of the week as well. And those temperatures will gradually warm up.
Have a good day, everybody. Today's show coming up next.